Hello, Divine Feminine. How are you? It's a collective reading for Divine Masculine energy. I hope you're all having a lovely holiday or day. I'm very curious what's going on. Things have been super hectic. So much energy, and I know some of you are still waiting on readings, services from me, so just know that those are getting done as soon as possible. I run a couple of other companies, so readings are kind of just my hobby. All right, let's see. Hermit's been coming up a lot. Chariot Reverse has been coming up a lot. Oh, wow. Really big energies. So, internally, Tower's been coming up. Internally, he has a lot of feelings that he's trying to conceal. So I'm going to take one more card. That Page of Cups is an interesting card, especially with the Seven of Swords. And, you know, these blackbirds are always here, and this one is the most present of all. I feel like any communication right now, it is I don't know, they're saying like truth within a non-truth. Like there is a reason for him saying anything he's saying now, or pretending to be very strong when he doesn't actually feel that way. Okay, so let's see. I'll say the messages feel a bit jumbled up. We have again the birds, and I think in again the birds, you're feeling also a little confused by what you're hearing, possibly what you're seeing. What is going on here? It's not like he's given up hope. It's that the truth might be too hard to say out loud. I've been up all night thinking about you. I don't know what to do. I'm talking to you about others. You're a great friend. I feel connected to you. I hope you're not with someone else. They are not you. I am who I am. Love doesn't feel like enough. I secretly admire you. I've never met anyone like you. Huh, okay. So, this fear of you choosing someone else or not choosing them is this mirrored fear. And it seems that will have to be overcome. Like there is this courage that maybe you guys haven't had up until this point to say what you needed to say exactly. Like it's a pretty heavy mirroring here. heart chakra colors. So there's this chance opportunity here to open your heart. I feel like you've been kind of going along in a very quiet way while feeling, whenever I get the red and the purple together, it's always like the whole chakra thing, and then I was just going to say the rainbow has all the chakras, so there it is too. I feel very much like it's like the chakras are all aligned in this, and I think that's why this card came out. Whenever we have all of the energies and the chakras aligned, it's very much this really intense feeling, right? Your heart's like fully activated, and you guys probably really felt that at one point and didn't, or it happened in reflection while you were separated. I think it's now time to kind of talk about it. Cupid's arrow. There is talking here about the past, what went down in the past. There's an evolution here, an evolving. Money and time. I feel like over time you have, the feelings have only grown, and in a lot of ways for me, the Hermit can be like a inner child feeling, and healing. Like there's a lot of these cards right here are pointing to the past and illuminating the truth and what happened and why we feel like some things are out of reach for us, why we put things on pedestals, why we chase things, why we think anything is too good for us, right? And this kind of recognition here that I feel like we were chasing that alignment. We were like, if I get him, if he can act right, act the way I want, then I can feel good. And we figured out in a lot of ways that that's reversed, right? I think that's what we've been working on for a really long time. And then we have kind of two cards that are Major Arcana, 6, 7. Feeling all of these feelings, but maybe not moving forward on them. Maybe pretty out of balance with some things. Fear of instability, you know, whatever the Tower would bring in. Shoot, sorry. A bit of fear about what these changes would actually do to our life. And so I think we were just sitting there in a lot of, we have been sitting there and maybe still are sitting there, and it is boredom, but it also is like a fantasy here of sweet emotions. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? I mean, I think that's part of it. I want to follow my heart. I don't want this to be over. Can't get you out of my head. I can't stand not talking to you. I'm making a plan to come back to you. Now is not the right time. It's always, we always have to have one of those cards. I think there is that timing issue is like a safety mechanism, a coping mechanism. That fear of the tower, the fear of things coming apart and it being really messy. And that kind of is the word. Patience, yes. Guardian. Honeymoon. Liar. Confession, intuition. So I can't kind of not see the Seven of Swords and the Liar card with the Page of Wands. And this flirtation card. I don't know for sure that the intentions are super pure here. I do feel like, I mean, what Spirit originally said is that it's kind of a truth wrapped in an untruth. What does that mean exactly? There's a seed of truth here being shared or shown to you. It may be that they're doing that for their own selfish reasons, or I don't know, to get something. I don't want to say their intentions are bad, but their intentions aren't coming up as pure here. You know, staying in your own high vibration and integrity is a good idea. Whatever happens, you know, it is going to be for the best good. The Pleiadians. If I called, would you answer? Coins, which is always about value. Kisses. Aquarius. Crystalline frequency. I miss your touch. You know, their intention may be more physical. Soul connection. Like attracts like. Emerald, you're so spiritual. I feel inadequate. Thank you for letting me have my space. Fool's gold. Have you forgotten me? I know I treated you badly. I'm too proud to say I'm sorry. I drive by your house. So, Diamond Light, Aries. I look at your social media, feeling insecure. I write texts and delete them. There's definitely a Magician vibes here. Very much a manifesting energy. This card in particular doesn't usually come up with manifesting, but I do see that behind it are three kind of interesting cards, and it's giving me a feeling right now of manifesting. I mean, he can't let you go. That's for sure. Has he fully embraced, like, his spiritual aspects? No, I don't think so. He just is trying to kind of, I feel like he's like revisionistly trying to make this fit into a paradigm he can understand. Open to infinite possibilities. Know your worth. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, I love that card. That's a great card. The trust and the magic. So it's worth saying you're very guided. You're very protected. You kind of have your wits about you right now. What do I want? Where are my pink cards here? I already got those. Okay. You seem much more connected to, like, the infinite. One flipped over. Better with my mind than my heart. You seem very connected to spirit here. To infinite abundance. I had to let you go so I could find my true self. Passion I felt was enormous. I didn't know what to do. I'm now I now immediately go to you. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. Childhood trauma. I need to figure myself out. They have hurt me. I wish I could understand you. I wish to be like you. The way I've treated you is wrong. I'm obsessed and afraid to lose you. I can't let go of you. I am the man. Okay. So, he's trying to be very confident here. And that may just be like in life. It may not be something specific to you. You know, you're very overwhelming to him. And I feel like he learned bad habits very young about emotions and shutting down. And how he wouldn't talk when he got overwhelmed. Getting to know each other. It's like express your love, children. That's the inner child. Retreat, let your friends help you. I think this is reconciliation, yeah, specifically for people that have been through quite a separation. You have had karmics here helping you on this journey. I don't think he let you really know the real him. Like, I think he presented quite a serious mask to you. And in a lot of ways, I think he's dealt with some of that. Specifically with codependency, I see that he's embraced more, like sovereignty is the word they're using, but like independence and like ability to be on his own. Which I think is this, I want to be more like you. I feel like you have kind of conquered that feeling, the feelings of codependency and like being your true self and being able to express yourself. And this may be something that's ongoing right now because we have this butterfly card here. I mean, for sure, your powerful energy is drawing him back to you. There's an overriding energy here that you're so far above and beyond anyone else he's dealt with. But saying that puts him in a really vulnerable position. And that's kind of something you guys are going to have to deal with, because I think that's a mirrored energy in some ways. That saying your true feelings it's not always easy, right? For anyone. And in this case, with these depths of feelings, and like, it may not have a logical basis the way other relationships do. Because it's part of this is that you feel everything all at once, and it is overwhelming. And sometimes that causes us just to freeze or to flee, or to chase or to do other things. And if there was this separation, or even if there just was distance, there was a lot of heartbreak in that. And I do think he's coming to the point of it being, again, this word, overwhelming, so overwhelming that he may just have to tell you about it. He may just have to confess it. He may just have to call you. As I see here, prominent messages that, you know, I always say it's only you know when is the right time to communicate, and it will feel like you have no other choice. That's my opinion. And it won't feel like, it will feel very right, like very aligned, and just like, this is the next step I need to take. There's no other steps for me to take. There's no other healing for me to do. And I need to speak my truth. That's my opinion of it. When you communicate in that state where it's, you know, very grounded and not from ego, not from chasing, but just, you know, you're on this path of evolution and ascension, and this needs to be said because that's how you feel, then that's the right time, I think. And Haduana, the High Priestess, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So these are some Ascended Masters helping us right now. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Vajra Yogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. That's very much what I'm talking about. Kali, Mother of the Universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Okay, we're saying that's fine. Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. And I think that's a lot what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. Is that there is fear here of judgment. And what if you don't accept that you both don't feel like the way the other one feels? There's a fear here of that. And, you know, these are two really, really powerful cards. It's like yin and yang, night and day. It's almost the exact same picture, right? The truth being illuminated, wishing on a star, hoping, and, you know, seeing the truth. And I think there was a period, a long period maybe for some, of denial of the fact that, and these are two cards of being alone, you know, taking a spiritual journey and then returning and speaking your truth to get to the Nine of Cups, right? When you are able to speak that truth, that enlightened truth that you have, then you progress to the Nine of Cups and ultimately to the Ten of Cups. I can't tell you for sure that every masculine feels exactly the same way you do, right? Like, they have their own way of seeing things, their own journey that's very different, but they are your mirror, and they will show you what you're feeling. They will. It is, you know, a tool for your ascension. If you speak your truth and they speak back to you, you know, something completely fear-based, you know that there's fears within you that need to be addressed. That's what that is. And if they're able to then, you know, speak their truth, then you know that you've gotten most of the fears alchemized. I don't know why that word wouldn't come. So let's do some advice. I hope that helped you. I'm going to do 3 piles. We have Lord Shiva, Transcendence. So exactly what I was talking about. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Ancestor Spirit. You're definitely being guided to speak the truth you need to speak at the time you need to speak it, in the manner in which it needs to be spoken. And I know that's scary and hard sometimes. Sometimes it's easy. Diopside Mother Earth. I do feel a very strong connection from both the dream realm and the actual planet itself giving us really strong anchoring right now. We're being very supported. White gold dragon from Lyra connects you to the highest Christ light, develops your causal chakra. Bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. So also, obviously, Christ energy is supporting and being channeled here to Earth through us. If you tap into that, if you like to use that energy. I see the trees here, and this card comes up so often. It's the balance card. Let there be closeness between you, but give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I know it's interesting that there's sort of like a lack of like pressure. Like I feel like the pressure has been released a little bit after Scorpio season. Okay, so 1 is selenite, 2 is rose quartz, 3 is green opal. Wow. So this one is very powerful. The Miriam, which is my twin card in this deck, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light and all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Hidden Night, Gratitude. So they're suggesting a gratitude practice right now. Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. And always with the sword. This is speaking the truth, right? And of course this color. And I feel like this is aligned with Archangel Michael. If you work with him, strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. A message for you. So as I've been talking about in this reading, I do think there's communication for a lot of you. I do think that it will be different for each of you. The way that it's done, what you need to say, how it gets said. Some may be telepathic, some may be written, some may be spoken. And obviously there's a lot of twins with their twin in spirit, right? And that is a very strong telepathic communication. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So be open to receive the messages in the way that they need to come and be given, I guess. Okay. So the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember, only love is real and miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So I did speak about this in a lot of ways. Like, she has the sacred geometry on her palms. I feel like some of you definitely maybe Reiki or have the power of healing with your hands, and or that may come onto your path here. The shadow, there is some shadow work to do here. Using black obsidian can help with that. Fire and water dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. And again, I'm not really surprised that this one is under the 10 of Cups here, because the chakras are all about flow, right? And the rainbow is flowing, and it's very much about emotions being able to flow, you know, in tarot, wands are spirit and waters are emotions. And it's sort of like this feeling of spiritual emotions flowing. In the terms like spiritual, I mean like authentic and true to your higher self. Prepares for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. The heart is also the gateway of your true emotions. Like your mind is fear energy. All right, and third, the green opal, Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Orpiment, success. Omega Dragon, harness the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision. And birth a lighter consciousness. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So, very heart-centered feelings here. Very devoted to you, or you're very devoted to them, but it's obviously a mirror, so it goes both ways. Anyway, I hope you like that message. I thank you for being here, and have a wonderful day.